Hello, we've had a request on section 1.4, problem 68. I tweaked it a little bit, so it's not exactly 68, but it's very similar. It's 3x to the negative 2 minus 4x to the negative 1 plus 1 equals 0. So if you recall, this is one of those problems we have to solve by substitution. So what I do is I use delta. You do not have to use delta yourself. You can use a smiley face or any kind of letter you want. You can use a sigma. Just don't try to make it a common letter. You're going to forget to go back and substitute later on. So I'm letting delta, and it's always the middle term without its coefficient. And delta squared will be the first term without its coefficient. So when you substitute those back into the equation, it's going to look very, very easy going for you. It's going to look similar to what you've been doing in the past. So it's 3 delta squared minus 4 delta plus 1 equals 0. But with the deltas, you're going to know I can't stop it at that point. That's why we use a kind of a weird looking letter. So you factor this out, and it does factor. And you're going to find most of these things will factor. So it'd be 3 delta times delta, which is 3 delta squared. And the 1 is very limited choices, so I think it's minus 1 and a minus 1. And it is. It's a minus 3 delta, and a minus 1 delta is a minus 4 delta. So you solve each one of these for delta. So 3 delta minus 1 equals 0, and delta minus 1 equals 0. So in this case, delta is 1, and if you add 1 on this one, you get delta equals 1/3. Now, of course, we're not going to leave it like that because there's a delta in it. So you go back and you put x to the negative 1 back in. So it's a temporary thing. That's all it is. It's just this delta is like a temporary letter that you're going to put in there to solve for, and so to make it easier to solve initially. So you put x to the negative 1 back in. Now here's what causes people problems. They don't know what x to the negative 1 really is. And that's the reciprocal of x. It's got a negative 1 exponent, so it goes down in the denominator. So it's going to be 1 over x equals 1 over 3. And this one's going to be 1 over x equals 1. And this one's kind of by inspection. You can pretty much figure out what that one is. 1 over x equals 1 over 3. So it's obviously 3. But if you don't see that, you can cross multiply. X times 1 is x. 1 times 3 is 3. So x is 3. One answer. The other one, just cross multiply, or obviously you could say, well, 1 over 1 is 1. So x has to be 1. So those are the two solutions to this equation. And that's it.